Hello guys, good afternoon. How's everyone doing on this rainy, cold, windy Sunday afternoon? I hope everyone's doing well, as always. I hope you're in the best of health, best of wealth, being the best version of yourself you could possibly be. That's the only way to be. So yeah, this is I keep making videos about this Axel, and the reason why I'm doing these videos is because there's quite a lot of controversy around him. There's quite a lot of people asking questions, like unanswered questions, what ain't too sure about prisons and bits and pieces like that. So over this video, I'm going to let a few of the viewers know, a few of my followers know, or not even my followers, a few viewers know what happens and what conditions it will be in and things like that. So basically, this Axel creature is in HMP Belmarsh. Now you've got Belmarsh is basically a remand centre in Plumstead, South East London. It's also a prison which holds convicted people. It also holds BCAT prisoners, so if you're nicked locally around the area, that'd be your local jail, like Wandsworth, the Scrubs, Pentonville. You don't have to be an ACAT to go into Belmarsh. I was an ACAT, yes I was, and I was on house block 4 with my co-defendants. So yeah, I know quite a lot around ACATs and around ACAT prisons because I've done all 4 or 5 of them. Whitemoor, Long Larton, Full Sutton and Franklin. I've done all the Cat A dispersal jails. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of information on all of this around things like this. So I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit about the conditions in Belmarsh. Now, as I say, I was an ACAT in Belmarsh and I was on house block 4. Now, what happens is when you go to church or when you go to the gymnasium or when you go to the library, you obviously get taken down there because, as well as a category A, I was on the book, so a school had to follow me everywhere I went. I had to put application after application to make, you know, for visits and phone calls and whatever I wanted. I had to put applications in, but I had a school frog marching me about everywhere, which in a way was handy because I got straight to the front of the queue quicker. But what that for other people, not myself, for other people, what that means is if you're in there for an horrendous crime and you're an ACAT, then sooner or later it's going to come on you. It will come on you because you cross paths with other inmates, you know, which would happily go out of their way to take you out of the game, you know, because convict justice, when you attack someone in prison, whether it be, you know, a slashing or the full Monty, you know, you weigh them right in, you know, it's very hard to get a big, long sentence. So even if outside police get involved and you go to outside courts, you know, it's not the same as doing someone on the street. When you do someone in jail, you know, they're very lenient on it, And that's probably why there's so much violence still of today, because there's not many cases what happen in jail go to outside courts and get lengthy sentences, unless it's against one of the officers, you know. What Bronson done back in the day, he's paying for it now later on when he wants to get out, you know, taking governors hostages, you know, art teacher, educational officers, taking them hostages. That's why he's paying the highest price for it now. So yeah, I was an ACAT in Belmarsh, and I had ample opportunities to do the business on these horrendous people because I had an officer or a screw slipping notes underneath my door, and there was also a thing called a hit list. So basically, an officer printed off inmates' naughty crimes, what was in there for naughty, horrendous crimes, and that printout got photocopied, and a few of them photocopies were put underneath inmates' doors. We didn't see who put them underneath the doors, but yeah, I actually got one of them hit list. So, you know, there was about 7 or 8 names on that hit list on my wing too, you know, and some of them was people you would never expect it. So I'm not going to go on too much about that, because I certainly don't want to get myself arrested. But what I'm saying is that the cat does get let out of the bag every now and then. This beast, what we're talking about, Axel, is on the SSU, so he's a AA cat. Now, he'll be on the unit, which is a prison within a prison, which is inside Belmarsh, but them lot do not mix up with the single A's or the B's or anyone. They just stay on the unit. But you have got other inmates on the AA cat unit what will get to him. So he'll probably be on a controlled unlock at the minute. That means he'll be on a 6-man unlock to unlock him. So you can imagine the taxpayers, you know, the money it's costing to keep a pig like this in jail. It just goes on and on and on and on. And also, you know, they've all got to be muffed up. They've all got to have riot shields on, all the full body security gear on to make sure that he don't attack them, you know, and cause life-threatening injuries, or if not kill him altogether, because let's get it straight, he's got nothing to lose whatsoever. So they'll be taking extra measures to make sure that he doesn't get that opportunity to do that. But yeah, you can imagine the officers going home, you know, they've got to sit there with their families, and they've got that going right around in their mind, with this dog in their mind, Axel in their mind, you know. They'll be not allowed to tell their families or their friends what's going on in there. But at the end of the day, they're human beings. So yeah, stories even do get shared. Now, as I said, he'll be a AA cat, and he'll be on a controlled unlock. So when it comes to like food times, there's a 6-man team got to unlock him, chaperone him, or walk with him down to the hot plate to get his food. Then he'll go back to his cell. The same with the gymnasium. They're not allowed to take the gymnasium away from him. They're not allowed to take the chapel services away from him or anything like that. Someone mentioned about food on underneath one of my videos. Now, because he's on the SSU, all the food gets cooked down the kitchens. And each wing has a separate trolley. So you'll have the SSU, the Special Security Unit, on the trolley. You'll have A wing, B wing, C wing and D wing. So yeah, there's ways and means to get to him through the food, yeah? But he will be got at in the end, because, you know, all screws are human beings, as I said. But yeah, it's despicable. It really is. I don't like keep making videos about this pig, but there's so much controversy. There's so many comments and questions about how he's living and what he's getting and what he ain't getting and what he's entitled to. So I thought I'd just get it straight. You know, he'll be getting £6 a week earnings, which the prison have got to give him by law, unless he goes on basic, and then he'd probably go £2.50. But this is the thing: he'll probably be a role model prisoner. So, you know, he'll be on enhanced status. You've got 3 different statuses. You've got basic, you've got standard, and you've got enhanced. And when you get the enhanced status, after being in there for a few months, that's when you get a PlayStation, and you get, you know, rugs, curtains, quilts, all that caper. He'll have all that, you know. But at the minute, as I said, where he's on a controlled unlock, he won't be able to be got at. But the security will be laxed around him, you know, after a few years, like they do with the other serial killers, you know, what you see on the news and what you read about in newspapers, what get attacked. So yeah, he will be got at soon. But yeah, I'm going to get this one uploaded. I hope this has answered quite a few of your questions, guys. And if you've got any more, don't forget to put it in the comments underneath, because, you know, I've done a lot of bird. I've been in these top security jails, and I know I've got a lot of information on them. Have a good afternoon, everyone. Peace.